How do you know that Douglas Ducote is morally bankrupt? Listen to Dougie's words. Listen to Douglas Ducote, and you'll see he's morally bankrupt. Morally bankrupt. Apparently, Dougie doesn't know that there's a trial going on in the United States Senate about a president that violated his oath of office, incited an insurrection against this country and its Constitution. Apparently, Dougie doesn't know that because Dougie's listening to Fox Noise, who cuts away from the impeachment when the videos start being played about what really happened that day. Because Fox News doesn't want Dougie to know what happened that day. Dougie doesn't not want to know what happened that day. No, Dougie's talking about illegal immigration. How bad that old Joe Biden is. That old Joe Biden's letting in those illegal aliens, and they're not being tested for COVID. That's why you can look at Douglas Ducote and see that he's morally bankrupt. Old Dougie will tell you that, well, he took an oath to the Constitution. What Dougie won't tell you is he violated that oath. Dougie will say that, well, his oath to the Constitution doesn't have an expiration date. The facts say different, Douglas Ducote. Because your orange shit-stained Donald Trump incited a mob to overthrow our Constitution, to install him as a dictator. But old Douglas Ducote is morally bankrupt. He will lie to you. He doesn't know that there's a Senate hearing going on about the actions of his orange shit-stained hero, sending a mob to the Capitol to prevent them from doing their constitutional duty. Dougie doesn't want to talk about that. Dougie'd rather talk about immigration, then he even lies on that. So yeah, Douglas Ducote's morally bankrupt. Morally bankrupt and a liar. Oh, Dougie even wanted to be there. He wanted to be a part of that mob that his old orange shit stain invited to Washington, incited them, sent them on their way to the Capitol, while old orange shit stain went back to the White House and watched it on TV. And he just couldn't believe that other people weren't as excited about it as he was. But old Dougie wants you to focus on illegal immigration. Yeah. That's a person that is morally bankrupt. And that's Douglas Ducote. Old Dougie will tell you he took an oath to support and defend the Constitution. And that oath doesn't have any expiration date. Dougie would have thrown over that Constitution so damn quick. So damn quick. Dougie was with the mob that day. They were his buddies. They were the people that think dislike Douglas Ducote. Dislike Douglas Ducote. Would overthrow that Constitution in a freaking heartbeat. Douglas Ducote is morally bankrupt. You know, because to be a moral person, you got to have courage. Stand by your convictions. And understand what went on. But Dougie doesn't want to take a reckoning of what went on January the 6th in D.C. Dougie doesn't want to even talk about that. No, he won't talk about that because Douglas Ducote is morally bankrupt. Douglas Ducote will tell you one thing and do another because the man is a fucking liar. He's morally bankrupt. Morally bankrupt, Douglas Ducote. And a liar to boot. Oh, Dougie will run his freaking mouth about, oh, how great he is. Oh, he's done so much for the Constitution. And you know what we're going to add to the resume on that, Douglas Ducote? We're going to add to your resume that you advocated the overthrow of our Constitution. That's the fact, Douglas Ducote. That is the fact. But you don't want to talk about that, do you, Dougie? You don't want to talk about that. You know why? Because you're freaking morally bankrupt. And a liar. And a coward. Douglas Ducote. Morally bankrupt. And a coward. So yeah, Dougie, what's the word for today? Oh yeah. Fuck you, Douglas Ducote. You traitor bastard.